because we're going to get it ready for our practice. So we're going to breathe in, gather energy from the earth, from the sky, and then compress, breathe out. So expand to pull in energy, breathe out and compress, mix it together. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. All right, because we're going to do breathing movements, we're just going to check if this is not your first time. You want to be doing abdominal breathing. Normally we breathe with our chest, but we want to always breathe with our abdomen. So that's actually a practice. But for these movements, yes, especially want to do it. So we're going to put your thumbs in your navel. Just relax. Have your feet about shoulder width apart. Your knees are relaxed. Everything's relaxed. You're going to breathe in. And your abdomen, when you breathe in, you're going to push out your abdomen below your navel. Your chest is not going to move. So breathe in. And then breathe out. When you relax, your abdomen comes in. We're just going to breathe for a few times. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in with your abdomen goes out. Breathe out. Comes in as you relax. Exhale, breathe in. Breathe out. It's a very common way of breathing, gets rid of anxiety. So this is the way you should breathe all the time in your daily life. Now we're going to practice. So during practice, one of the things you do is when you breathe in, and your stomach goes out, your tongue goes up to the top of your mouth, and your eyes go up. And then when you breathe out, your tongue drops down, and you look forward. So breathe in. We'll just do 3 of those. Breathe in, tongue up, eyes up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now when you're breathing in and out, your tongue goes up and down. That can cause saliva. Don't swallow it. We're going to do 3 more breaths, and then we're going to do something called, during the water season, all year long, you're supposed to be trying to build up hydrate your body and build up the fluids. And in this, you focus usually first on your saliva. So there's a movement called red dragon stirs the sea, in which your tongue is the red dragon. It's going to go over, try to get a little closer. It's going to be rolling around your mouth and outside your teeth. We'll be making a circular, clockwise, and then counterclockwise. We're going to do 9 times each. And now we'll have a lot of saliva in our mouth. What we're going to do is we're going to chew it 9 times, and then we're going to swallow it. And then that's considered an elixir. We're trying to gather that energy and those fluids into our stomach. So we're going to do 3 breaths. Tongue up. Breathe out. Drop down. Tongue up. Breathe out. Tongue down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now if you have any saliva, don't swallow it. Now we're going to do red dragon stirs the sea 9 times clockwise. So 2, 3, I'm going to count off it. So you're going to do it. Keep your tongue is running around the outside of your teeth in a clockwise motion. Do 9 times. I'll do 9 in the opposite direction. Now you should have saliva in your mouth. Now slosh it back and forth like you're chewing it 9 times. Now what you're going to do is Going to divide it into a third. Take a third in the back of your mouth, and you're going to swallow it with a gulp. The second one, second third, second third, third third. Now put your hands on. What you're going to do is you're just going to breathe in. All that is in your stomach. You want to breathe in, take the energy from that, and then spread it through the rest of the organs in your body. Spread it out through your limbs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so that seems like a very simple thing, but actually it's a main movement if you're doing Taoist alchemy, because you're trying to build up the fluids, and you should do that several times a day, trying to keep your body from drying out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is going to work on our kidneys. We're going to pump them by doing a movement called reeling silk. So one arm is going to go back. We'll do the right arm first. So I'm going to mirror you. So you're going to put your left arm on your kidney, and then your right arm, you're going to be turning back. We're going to be massaging our kidneys by turning. It's called reeling silk. So you're posting to one side, your hands going up, you're going across, you're coming down. So what we're doing, so the important part here is we're twisting our waist. So you want to be very careful. So I'm just going to go over a little bit detailed for the first one. So you do not want to be doing this because nothing's happening. See, my hand is actually staying in front of my center line. So here, see, it's turning. Now it's coming up to my forehead, and then it's going over, it's staying in front. So my arm is actually doing this, but it looks like it's going in a circle because I'm moving my hips and then turning my waist. That's how I'm massaging my kidneys. So I'm just going to do a couple to practice, and then we're going to do it for 3 minutes as a meditation. So you're coming across, your hand comes down, go to the other side, you come up, and you're turning your hands going back and forth because your waist is turning, making a circular motion with your waist, and that's squeezing your internal organs, massaging your internal organs in this case because we have our hands on our kidney, slightly arched back, it's massaging our kidneys. So we use Jason Campbell's, you can get this music, a link to this music off our website. It's music to practice Qigong by. So what it does is, where's water? Okay. I'll turn it up so you can hear it. So there's a gong every 1 minute. It lasts 5 minutes long. If you want to do 5 minutes of a movement, you go through the whole thing. Otherwise, it has a gong every 1 minute. And if you listen, every 4 seconds, the triangle goes off, so you can use that to move. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes off, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start on the right side. So here it goes. So breathe in. Okay, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do 2.5 minutes. That was a half minute. Make sure you're twisting your waist. Hand comes over. Moving back and forth. Cross, twist. So when you come across, that was 1 minute. We'll do one more minute. Shoulder, elbow, and then the wrist comes over. This is a Tai Chi movements where your feet move your waist in Tai Chi, and then your waist moves your hands. So shoulder, elbow, hand. Hands on your, the hands on your kidneys, twisting. So you're doing your abdominal breathing. Breathe in with your abdomen. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, that was 2 minutes. There's 2 minutes left. We're going to switch arms. Not the hard part. You have to do the same thing in the other directions. You're coming up and then across. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Twisting your waist. Your hand is staying in front of your center line. It's moving back and forth because your body is moving back and forth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That was one minute left. Breathe in. Shoulder, hand. My hand staying in front of my center line, coming up. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. So that was actually difficult on a lot of levels. You're doing Tai Chi, and first of all, you have to remember that you're doing your abdominal breathing. You're coordinating your movement with your breathing. You control it. When you go slow in Tai Chi, it's so you become aware each second where your body is. Right. So you're building up. You're building up the sensation, knowing where your body is, proprioception, and you're coordinating with the music. That actually adds a whole nother thing, even though once you get it, it's very calming and peaceful, but when you're doing it the first time, it adds just another thing. So if you did it, that's very good, but this is a very good on a lot of things are going on, even though it just looks like you're moving your arm in a circle. A lot of important things are happening. I'm just going to put on the other music for me. So Okay, sorry, now I lost track. So we did Rilling Silk. So the next one we're going to do is to pump the kidneys. Once again, we're still working on the kidneys. What you're going to do is you're going to come up, you're going forward, the balls of your feet and your toes, your hands are coming up, your shoulder blades, you turn your hands out, you're expanding as much as you can, slight arch in your back. But now you're going to come back, you're going to sink down, and you're going to push against the kidneys. Your hands are going to come back. So here, shoulder blades together, and then breathe out. Your collarbones are together. So we'll just do 9 of these. So breathe in, look up, then breathe out, round your back, push against those kidneys. We're trying to massage the kidneys. And of course, you're using abdominal breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, open everything up. Shoulder blades together, look up, and then drop down, bend down, bend, lower your hips, push against the kidneys, trying to push out any stale fluids. Now we're opening everything up, and then breathe out. We're going to do 2 more. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you want to put some heat into your kidneys and energy. So you're going to rub your hands together so they get warm, and then you either, depending on your flexibility, either just put the back of your hands on there or put the palms of your hands on, and then massage your kidneys. You want to take the warmth and energy you put into your hands and put those into your kidneys. Your kidneys, since your body is mostly water, kidney is considered one of your most important organs for balancing what's going on in your body. So you want to keep them healthy. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to make fists. We're just going to massage the kidneys, go around near the belt, circular motion, start near the spine, work your way out, work your way back in, just using your main knuckle. 1 more set, and come back. Now, there's different sounds associated with each organ. So the one with the kidneys is choo. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands on our kidneys, and we're going to make that sound. So we're going to open up. We're going to open up, breathe in, and then when we say chew, chew, we're going to bend over and press our kidneys, and once again, put some pressure on our kidneys. So we're going to breathe in, and then chew, chew, chew. Okay, so once again, we're trying to just activate our kidneys, get some energy flowing there. There's one more we're going to do, which is, once again, it's a twisting one. When we twist, we're working all our internal organs, but also especially our kidneys are here back and forth, so we're squeezing our kidneys. So you're going to put let's see, I'm mirroring you, so put your right hand behind your back. Your other hand's going to come up. It's going to be flat. The There's animals associated with each season. So this is the bear. So you're making a bear's paw, and the bear's going to smash into a tree, but the tree's behind it. So what's going to happen is, as we say the healing sound, chew, we're going to reach and try to touch the tree behind us. So we're twisting, we're trying to twist and squeeze the kidneys. So we're here, we're going to breathe in, and then we're going to chew. Just do 3. Chew. Chew. Now we're going to twist the other side, so switch hands. Chew. Twist, try to touch the tree behind you so you're getting a good twist. Chew. Chew. Okay, so all those movements, we're trying to get energy to go to our kidneys and try to massage our kidneys, try to get stale fluids out, try to get new energy to go there. The other thing we do during the winter is trying to build up our bone density. And you do that by doing things to your body that signals that you need more bone density, and then your body slowly builds up. So you should do the bone density movements all year long, but we emphasize them in the winter. What we've been doing is just something called bone tapping. We'll just do it once because we're going to do some other things today. So in bone tapping, you just tap your body, which causes something called microfractures in your body, and then your body says, oh, I'm getting these small fractures. There's stress being put on my bones, so I need to build them up. And actually then it slowly, over a number of months, will build up if you do this consistently. So in bone tapping, one way is to signal is you tap, you go down the back of your arm, to your shoulder, tap your collarbone, your sternum. When you get to your armpit, you want to massage your armpit because there's lymph glands there. You want to, as long as you're there, you want to get these stale fluids out of your lymph system, and go up the front of your arm to your palm, back to the other leg, other arm, shoulder, over armpit, massage the lymph glands. Okay, so that's what we've been doing. You also do that to the legs. You hit the femurs, heads of the femurs, and then you tap going on the back, and then you come up the inside of your leg. When you get to this is called your quad, the crease in your legs, that's where your lymph glands are. Once again, you try to massage there to get the lymph fluid flowing through your system. Just do one more of those. Tap your feet up the inside. On your knees, you can do a couple extra there. So that's bone tapping. That's what we've been doing the last few weeks. Today we're going to do some other ones. First we're just trying to open up the energy channels, so we're going to do something called Shake the 9 Gates. This is just to open up, to allow energy to flow more freely through, so our practice is more effective and to get rid of adhesions in our body. So we're just going to bounce. You start by shaking your hands loosely, but then what happens is after a minute, you start shaking your body. So your hips are going up and down. You're lifting your rib cage and dropping it. So you hear, You're trying to break up any adhesion. We're turning back and forth. That's massaging our internal organs, getting fluids flowing in there. And then we're bouncing our knees slightly. And if you don't have knee problems, you can lift the heels off the ground and drop down slightly to get a little bit more of a shake through your body. Trying to get the skin to move over the muscles. Our chin follows our shoulder, so we're warming up our neck. So even though this is look kind of silly when you're doing it, but you're actually opening up your entire body so energy can flow through, adhesions break up, just generally enhancing the ability of your body to process, warming up our internal organs so fluids flow through, and then you come up and throw it down. So we're going to do one. So this is another thing where you're hitting parts of your body, telling your body that you need the bones to be strengthened because you're doing some stress on your body. So it's called Buddha pounds the mortar. We're going to do 2 levels. So if you have balance problems, stay with the first level. So this hand, so we'll have your right hand go into your navel. At your navel, that's the mortar, and the other hand's going to come up, and it's just going to drop. So you make a fist, and the back of the fist drops down. So you're not hitting this way. You're hitting the back of your hands. There's a lot of meridians there, and you're also not pounding. You're just lifting it, and it just drops. It's actually more effective, and you'll feel it a lot more if you just let it drop as opposed to hitting it using your muscles. You want everything to open up, so just relax and it's dropping. We'll just do a few of those. So you're going to lift up, and then breathe out, lift up, just relax. Once again, this is 2 more. Okay, so we'll do the other side. So now this hand's just there near your navel. This hand just comes up. It's going to drop down. So it just comes up to center, and you just drop. And if it's just loose, you can hear it's still pretty hard. If it's just loose, like you're just catching it with this hand. All right. So that's level 1. Now level 2, what you're going to do is when this hand comes up, guess what? Yes, you lift up this leg too. So you're lifting up and then you drop them both down. So you're pounding here too, because you're trying to get shock waves to go through your body, through your muscle, and through your bones, so that once again your body realizes, oh, my bones are being stressed. This is like when you run, it's good for your bones too, because when you're hitting the pavement, it's making little shocks go through your bones. So I'm going to come up and then just drop them down. It's also a coordination thing because you got to be able to do this, right? So you're you're coming up. If you have balance problems, just stick with just don't lift your legs. Here we go. So just do 5 each side. On this side, so you're actually dropping. You want this to pound a bit, but be careful. Like if you're on hard, anything that's hard, you don't want to hit it that hard. So you're coming up. If you look at the back of my hands, they're all red. That actually puts a lot of pressure on your hands. Once again, if you have any hand problems, you have to be careful not to hit too hard. I should have mentioned that before. You have to adjust all the movements to what your body is, so you don't want to be smashing. But even if you're doing it somewhat lightly, that'll get blood. See, blood is going to my hands. See, they're all red. All right, the last one we're going to do, what time is it? Yes, the last one we're going to do, we'll just do a few minutes of them, is King shakes his body to expel 10,000 diseases. This is what we're doing. We're coming up. Once again, if you have balance problems, you might have a problem with this, but we're just coming up, and then we're just going to drop our body. This is very similar to Shake the Nine Gates. We're trying to make a wave of pressure go through our body, and that causes different parts of our body to kind of finally wake up and get rid of adhesion and let blood flow. So we're just going to come up. We'll just slate. So we're going to just do 3, 1. We'll do 5. Up, drop down. You're going to breathe in. All right. We're supposed to do one more thing, but I'll just tell you what it is, and we'll try to get it in next week, which is we're trying to get energy to flow through our bodies. So what we do is we visualize that our bones are hollow like straws, and we're going to come in, we're going to breathe in through the tips of our fingers. It's going to fill our hands with energy. And breathe out from our wrist to our tips of our finger. Then we're going to breathe in past our wrist to our elbows. Breathe out. Breathe in, fingers, wrist, elbows, shoulder. Breathe out, shoulders, elbow, wrist, fingers. Breathe in, wrist, elbow, shoulders, collarbones. Breathe out, collarbones, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. Breathe in. Now we're going to visualize it coming down to our ribs. Breathe out, ribs, shoulders, collarbone, shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. Up to our sternum. Breathe in. Visualize the energy. Breathe out, sternum, ribs, collarbones, shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. So we're drawing in energy from the outside. This time over to our back of our neck. Breathe out, neck, sternum, ribs, collarbone, shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. And the last one, we're going up to the top of our heads. You just visualize energy coming in as you breathe in. Wrist, elbows, shoulders, collarbones, ribs, sternum, neck, and now into our skull, top of our skulls, and then breathe out that energy. We want energy flowing through our entire bodies, through all our bones, strengthening the bone marrow. Okay, so that's it for today. We're gonna pull down the heavens. That was the end. I had apparently another 10 minutes. Made the lesson too long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Gather energy. We're going to take all that energy that we made. We're going to take it back into our daily lives. Be relaxed. We're going to do abdominal breathing all the time to keep lower anxiety level in our life. Breathe out, and then we go body mind. We clap for ourselves.